Hi, welcome to Tools on Tech. I usually do instruction videos for Git and they take me around 14 hours to make. So I wanted to try something lighter and I'm gonna review a backpack I bought and I'm not using. So I'll tell you why I decided to buy it, but also why I decided to not use it after around a week of trying it out. So this is the XD Design Bobby Bizz backpack, and it's a combination of a briefcase. It's currently in briefcase mode, but you can also turn it into a backpack. Now, first of all, I'll just show the briefcase. It's simple. You can just like hold it to the side. It works well enough as is. Now you can turn it into a backpack. Let me save you the time by. And this is the backpack mode. Let me show you that. So you just like put it on your back, and well, that's the gist of it. It holds a 15.6-inch laptop and a 12.9-inch tablet, and it's around 99.90 euros to buy. So say 100. What got me into this backpack? So like what got me attracted to it? I like the design. I was walking through a store in Copenhagen and I was looking at it and I was like, this is like a nice combination backpack, and I like the fact that I could switch it around. I do a lot of public transport, and in that case you really want a backpack because it's easy to carry around and you don't have to constantly bear the weight. But I also sometimes have moments that I need to dress up, that I'm using a suit, that I want to look sharp. And then a backpack just makes a really weird combination. So the idea of having a backpack that I could convert into a briefcase sounded like a very good idea to me. There's other things that I looked at it, because before I buy any backpack, I want to know like, okay, how am I going to use it? So there's a side pocket here, and that has like a USB cable in it. And it has plenty of space inside, so there's pockets for it, there's places to keep small stuff, hold keys is something I find important, places to hold pens, and on the flip side of it there is a large compartment to hold larger stuff or cabling, and two compartments, one for tablets and one for laptops. So the whole thing now opens up wide, but normally it uses these things to attach. So when you do that, it becomes like a limited opener, and that means that it doesn't fully fold open when you use it. So the idea is very good. It's also very much geared towards anti-theft. I have seen other videos of people trying to stab through this. You can't slice this thing open. I'm told, I haven't tried myself. I wasn't planning on putting a knife to my brand new backpack, even if I'm not using it. So that are one of the main points that I have. I like the fact that it has like a large space in the middle, so you can carry a lot of stuff with you. This is something I find important because going from A to B, but also because when I walk back from work, I want to put some groceries in there. I walk past the grocery store and I just want to be able to hold like dinner. This is not much, but I thought this would fit the bill. So those are reasons that I bought it. I like the idea that it had like a charge cable that went into the side pocket. That meant that I could put my phone in there and charge it, which to me is a personal plus. I don't want to chuck it in between all the other stuff and not be able to find it, but I always carry a charger battery pack with me to load these things up. Now, that's the reasons why I got it, but there's also a few reasons why I've only used it for about a week and then decided that I stopped using it. So a few things. One for me is that it's hard to open. Now that might be part of the anti-theft protection, but to me using these zippers, they're going pretty okay-ish now, but you can't feel it, but they're very sturdy. It might go better after some usage. They're definitely better than when I just got them, but they sometimes get stuck like this, and the only way to open them is really to like have it like in front of you and trying. Now if I'm in a train, that's tricky because in the train I usually don't have like a nice flat surface to work with. No, in the train, I'm usually sitting hunched up with my knees, and then this thing sits like, yeah, like in front of me. And then I have to figure out, like, let me show you like how to get there while my knees are against this. And it makes it just very hard to access stuff. And when traveling, accessing stuff is the whole reason I'm carrying a bag with pockets. I want to be able to quickly open it and get one device out, like get my tablet out to watch a video or get my laptop out to do some email, and then also be able to quickly slide it back in once I'm done. And this is something that the whole anti-theft thing makes very hard. This is great if you travel by car, for example, and you just pack everything in and you carry it while you're walking towards some place. Because when you're walking, you're not going to open it. So if you drive somewhere by car, this is a moot point. But if you're a person like me who does a lot of public transport and who wants to access the bag while in transport, this one is less ideal. One of the reasons that I got the backpack is because it was convertible, and the idea sounds very nice, but in practice it's actually just very bad at both being a backpack and both being a briefcase. So as a briefcase it looks nice from the outside, but then on the inside, yeah, there's padding from the backpack, and if you put these straps away, this becomes very bulky. So you really have to hold it like in one side. Also, because it's actually a backpack, the way it opens is that it opens from this side, and a briefcase usually opens from that side. So you can't really open this and access anything like you could on a briefcase. Then as a backpack, it has the same problem because it's limited in space, because it has a form factor which is more rigid, unlike a backpack, so it doesn't shape around what you want to keep in it. So I open this up and I put stuff in there, and then that fits. But if I need a bit of extra space, because for example I do grocery shopping and I want to bring some of the groceries home, I just was unable to add to this because it wouldn't grow like my current backpack does. So yeah, it's a jack of all trades and master of none kind of problem that you hit with this. In practice, for me, I think the few times that I actually need a briefcase, I might be better to just move all my stuff into an actual briefcase for that day, instead of having this dual thing and then having to do concessions during the rest of the time. This is also the same problem with the opening bit, like because it's a combination briefcase, when I'm in the train I can't access any pockets, I can't get anything out easily, and it makes it hard to use when I'm traveling. Other small things and gripes that I had was, for example, this key lock that's there. Like there's like a small thing that tells you which side you need to access. There's lines in it, and very often I just couldn't really get it quickly unlocked, so having to switch this stuff is like a very tedious affair. It's not that bad, but if you have to switch it around often, it becomes very annoying. Another thing that I thought was too bad is that most of my devices have USB-C. Now, this is a USB-A extension cord, and that's fine because I still have a lot of USB-A extension cords. But I thought I would just be able to replace this with a USB-C, but it isn't as easy as I thought. It's like lined all the way in, and I don't dare to actually move it because I don't think I'll be able to get a new cable in well. It seems to be integrated into the backpack, and that's just too bad because I just wanted to replace that with a USB-C cable, or maybe even if this cable breaks, then the only way to replace it is either being very finicky or buying a new backpack, which might be a bit overkill. Those are the things why I'm not using it. It's mostly the day-to-day driving that it does that really got on my nerves very quickly. It's a well-built briefcase backpack combination. In that regards, I can highly recommend it, but if you do a lot of travel where you want to access your bag in small spaces, say airplanes, trains, anywhere where you're cramped and you basically have this at your feet and trying to get stuff in and out, it's just not very useful. You're much better off getting a good backpack with easy to access pockets from the top down. That's my current take on it. I'm going to probably sell it or give it to somebody else because personally I just never use it. My current backpack that I have is a Samsonite. I love it very much. I might do a review about that later. And that one just wins out hands down against this. Thanks for watching the review video. It's not as much work as my regular videos, but this is also not the main thing that I'm planning on. So I can't tell you when I'm doing another review. If you like this, give it a thumbs up. If this gets a lot of likes, then I'll probably make more of them. If it doesn't, then maybe once in a while I'll just try it out because it's fun to make, or at least easier than my other videos. And see you next time. And remember, you're awesome. Keep it up.